Hey everybody, it's Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard, and today I'm going to be showing you a quick demo on how to do email validations with testRigor. Alright, so it's pretty easy, and of course the one thing I wanted to remind you is the programming language we're going to use is not Java, not JavaScript, not Python. We're going to use plain old English. Just a reminder, some of my other videos I've shown you where we can click on the first button on the top right of the pop-up challenge if it exists. In some cases, you don't get the pop-up challenge, so even if it doesn't come up, it's not going to fail that test. We're going to click on the last button in the right bottom corner of the screen. Now, what's that? Oh, that's this little button over here that actually pops up a communication message. Allows us to also send a request to send no email updates, no announcements, and stuff like that, because this is just a sandbox website. And at the very end, we're going to go and check that an email from a notice at GoDaddy.com is delivered, and we're also going to check that the page contains the unique value, the unique body that gets generated earlier on the test. I know this is all kind of a little bit boring, so guess what? I'm just going to say update and retest and let my test script run, and then you can see exactly what it looks like. We'll start off with, we have a big question mark there because we haven't actually hit that website as of yet. So we're going to wait for it to hit the front page, and then that website picture is going to change. And there we go. So first thing we want to do is to go and clear out that top item, and you can see that actually identifies it, highlights it in purple, so we know we got the right button. And then it says go and click on the bottom right corner over here. So it clicked on the bottom right corner, and did it find it? Yep, it actually hit and opened up the Candy Mapper step. And you just heard a ding come off of my phone. That tells me that the test actually worked. It sent an email to me. Let's see, email? Yep, it just came in. One update from Candy Mapper. It actually popped up over here. Let's go take a look. Yeah, it says, hey, send me an email response. It has a unique number being generated on the email. Let's jump back over to testRigor and see what that actually looks like. In fact, I'm going to go look at this in a slightly different way. We're going to go into a column area, and you can see 3 of the steps that I created are listed right here. So one of them was to go and enter Paul Michael Grossman into the name. And there it is. Paul Michael Grossman is actually in the name. And then the second thing was to go and enter Dark Arts Wizard into the Gmail on the deepest element. So basically what it's saying is go put my email address and don't get confused with any other email field that might be on the site. By the way, there are 2. So the next thing was it said to generate by regex. Send me an email response. You can see this is a regex, and don't be too scared about this. You've seen other videos on how to use regex in testRigor. It is super easy, but just a reminder, what this is saying is I want to pick a random number from 0 to 9. That's all it really says. And then the second one over here says, oh yeah, do that 5 times. So it randomly creates 5 random numbers over here, and you can see that the random numbers are generated right there. Okay. Let's move on a little bit down to our test case over here. So it is going and it's going to save that text into something called a unique body, which is a saved value variable. There are multiple ways to describe the element you're looking for, particularly because you might have more than one element on your screen. All right, and the last thing is it says check the body contains a saved value. Check that the email from GoDaddy is delivered. Well, it was, and how do we know? Because not only did we get an email to Candy Mapper side, the email also got sent over to testRigor. It has its own email account. So it actually went in there, and look, it validated that the random text that we generated in the previous step got put into the email of the message that was sent to Candy Mapper for validation. Isn't that cool? That's pretty neat. That's email validation in like less than 5 minutes. So what do you think if I sat down with a client and they're looking to do some test automation and they want to get it done ASAP, like today? Could you sit down with them for 30 minutes, talk to them, and say, hey, I guess let's try to do an email validation with your system right now? That's pretty impressive. That's what makes testRigor such a really cool test automation tool, especially when you're working in English, plain English. It is so fast. I've been Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard, and you've been watching testRigor, test automation with email, with ease. Oh, and by the way, check out these videos over here to see more videos on testRigor, and check out the rest of my channel to see other test automation cool tips and tricks. I've been Paul Grossman, the Dark Arts Wizard. Catch me on Twitter, and have yourself a great day. Bye.